September 23rd, fall begins, so I welcome you to fall before it comes because we aren't going to be here. But I want to make sure you have a happy fall. Don Berminski, UGI.
Yes, I do have an update for you.
Good.
Last time I was here, I talked about we had gone in for a rate case. And I talked about how our rates as filed gave us a recommendation for you to wait because the potential get gas surcharges would be lower. So that, we filed back in January. We went through several months of negotiations with all interveners, which would be like the Small Business Association, Consumer Advocate, PUC, and we came to a settlement. So when you come to a settlement, then you produce a settlement filing. So we filed the tariff now that is before the PUC to be approved. It's scheduled to go into effect October 29th, and we expect the PUC to approve it. Usually after you have a settlement with all parties, there's no reason not for them to approve it, but until it's approved, it's not 100% official. However, the sheets that I gave you today are based upon the settlement filing, which we hope to be approved in the next couple weeks to become effective October 29th. So the top page then shows the new estimate for the Boro building based upon the proposed tariff. And even though the rates are different, the get gas charges are less than they currently are. So it is still the recommendation to hold off until after October 29th. So if you look, we went through this analysis before. For the get gas charges are now $20.03 per month customer charge and $1.87 per MCF on a variable charge, for a total annual get gas charges of $1,268. When added to your regular cost of gas, that would bring your total cost about $5,400. And based upon the cost of propane of $1.19, which I'm not sure if that's been updated or if that's still your price, you would save about $1,917 per year. So now, when we talked about if you wanted to buy that out, the surcharge, and then just have the regular rates, so the buyout of 10 years of that additional customer charge would be now $7,412. I believe under the current tariff it was over $10,000. So it was definitely in the best interest to wait to make your decision. So if you choose to buy out those 10 years of charges, then you just have the underlying rate of $4,167, and your annual savings then become $3,186. We want to expand the Get Gas program and make it more attractive to customers. So by lowering the surcharge, we hope to get more customers.
The 2020 budget. The budget is finished, really. It's a balanced budget, pending council approval. And we'll probably vote on it in November, but it will be probably ready to be voted on in October, if there are no changes to that budget. So I just want everybody to know that. We aren't going to have anything to do with the budget tonight, but it is a balanced budget as of now.
With no tax increase.
With no tax increase. I should have had Dawn talk about it. She's more financial than I am.
But we're holding off in case something comes up as well. To look at that.
We do have a on September 10th, 2019 at 11 o'clock a.m. with lawyers, stenographer, general public on the Tunkhannock noise exemption application. That would mean that the liquor control board will be here, and we have applied that our police will take over the responsibility of the liquor control board function if there should be noises coming from any place throughout the borough. Pardon?
It's like your house, when Penn State.
Oh, no, my house is always very quiet. But this would include maybe carnival, it would include any bar in town, any function that would require music, loud music, possibly even hometown, Christmas in our hometown, whatever it is. The people in the town then would contact our borough police and would not contact the liquor control board. Our police I think our police is okay with that, and they've expressed that at least. And if the hearing goes well on September 10th, that's what will happen. That responsibility will slide from liquor control board to our local police. Keith?
I think it's important, Mr. President, to mention that it's not just for functions, it's an all-encompassing the entire borough of a noise ordinance, which for us to have gone this long without a noise ordinance anywhere in the borough, I don't know how we've actually done it, but now we'll finally have one for everything else. Yes, the bars are included, yes, functions are included, okay, but I'm happy to have a noise ordinance for the borough for other issues.
Right.
So a loud party at a house could fall under
Loud
this.
party at a house.
Prior to this, we did have a nuisance ordinance, which was so-called our noise ordinance type of legislation. But now this is actually addresses noise, and I think it's good.
Want to also announce that the Tunkhannock High School homecoming parade this year will be on the parade will be on October 11th. The rest of the activities will be that weekend. So the streets out here will be closed from about 6 o'clock to about 6:30. And Dawn has coordinated the street closing with PennDOT. And lastly, for announcement for Halloween observance in the borough will be on October 31st. And borough, the go-rounds for the kids will be between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, as we have always done in the past. I won't say always, but the last 20 years or so anyways. And that's all I have, unless you have any questions.
Any questions for the mayor? Okay, let's go to Chief Carpenter.
On Franklin, we do have an applicant for that. I have run the background checks, the clearance checks, the criminal history checks, the child abuse clearance history checks, the driver's records checks, which I don't understand because she won't be driving, but I have to do it anyway. Mary Lou Schaefer has applied for the position and has passed all of her background checks, so I would ask that someone ask for I can't ask for it, but someone ask for a motion to hire her for that position of the crossing guard.
So, the motion is we're gonna hire Mary Lou Schaefer to be used where we need her,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay, I make a motion to hire Mary Lou Schaefer, Monday, whatever date it is, as per the school contract, as a crossing guard.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Oh, we already had Dan in the.
Okay, we have a second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Pass.